Good afternoon, everyone, and good morning to those of you joining us on the West Coast today. Segal Select Insurance would like to welcome you to today's online presentation, Attorney Roundtable. Now I would like to introduce our speaker, Brian Smith, our Chief Operating Officer. Now I'll turn the call over to Brian.
Thank you, Liza, and good afternoon or good morning to everyone. This is one of our 4 annual presentations we do on Segal Select for fiduciary liability for our multi-employer and public sector clients. This is one I sought to enjoy the most, the concept of the Attorney Roundtable, where we want to talk about broader subjects, specifically claims, claims reviews, and also some broad coverage issues. So this is sort of a macro issue of what are the things that are catching our attention that we think are worth reviewing a little bit. And for you who are the legal counsels for our mutual clients, this might be a highlight for some of the things that maybe you want to take an extra look at if you haven't already done that. So the agenda, we will look at some way we're tracking claims now. We're going to talk about some specific claims that we've been reviewing, and then we're going to look at some of the coverage issues on how they may apply to these claims. We've started to track claims now in a couple of different ways. Starting in June of 11, we actually entered into a contract with Westlaw that lets us do a periodic search of district courts. And what we're searching for are complaints that are being filed into the court system. We're using various keywords such as plan, fund, or trustee, and other terminologies that we've put together that seems to be working pretty well. So far, it's identified 326 lawsuits. And this gives us a sense of frequency. How many claims are we seeing? Now, this is not going to be necessarily our clients, and it's not necessarily going to be limited to multi-employer or to public sector. And it certainly isn't going to be comprehensive. But it does give us some sense that there is a fair amount of litigation that is taking place out there. We've then compared that to what we're doing within our own proprietary database. We've set up a new subroutine and an icon within our database that every time a claim is being submitted to a carrier, we will set that up within our virtual folders and start to track documents that are related to that claim and ultimately try to figure out the outcome of that claim. We started this in about January of 11 and have been working on it since then. On the fiduciary side, we now are tracking about 270 claims, which means they're coming in around 9 a month, 8 to 9 claims a month. And on the fidelity bonds, we've seen 16 claims that have been reported during this time period. When I first joined Segal in 2000, we were probably seeing maybe 12 claims a year. So to move up to 9 claims a month is a fairly dramatic change. And what's causing that? Well, one of the things that might be happening is just what we're tracking. This one is using our proprietary database, and we're trying to identify in here what types of allegations are being raised. So that here you'll see one of the big ones are these DOL circumstance notices. In 2000, when I joined Segal, no one was reporting DOL circumstances to the insurance carrier. We now recommend every time you get a DOL audit that it be reported to the fiduciary liability carrier. The other big one on this one is benefits. We all know that the individual benefit cases are out there and they continue to be out there, so that doesn't surprise us.